Tony Mitchell, you're an inspector for the Health and Safety Executive. Farmers have been using trailers for many years. Surely they're not a dangerous piece of equipment, but why was the HSE interested in doing some research on them?
Right, first of all, it wasn't just the HSE, the Department for Transport and the agricultural industry were also involved in this piece of research. And it's not so much that trailers themselves cause lots of accidents, but in actual fact what we're looking at here was the potential for accidents as tractor speeds increase and potentially trailer weights increase. So what we did jointly with the industry and the Department of Transport was we examined some trailers, frontline trailers off farm, so they weren't bad ones particularly, and looked at what the braking efficiencies of those trailers were. We then carried out some maintenance on them to see how we could improve that. And I have to say that in quite a lot of cases we found that we couldn't bring them up to a basic road legal standard. And that should be of concern to us, A, because there's a potential for accidents. Obviously if trailers aren't braking and they actually contribute something like 75% of the kinetic energy in a tractor trailer outfit, then obviously the tractor can be pushed along so it doesn't stop as quickly as possible. That might not be a big issue going down a straight piece of road, for example, but if a tractor driver happens to be pulling up at a road junction or behind another vehicle or something and he can't stop quite as quick as he thought he could, then the potential for disaster is fairly obvious. The other reason, and it's purely a business one for the industry, is that in terms of damage to tractors themselves, the industry were telling us that in the UK and Ireland actually has one of the highest rates of tractor warranty brake claims worldwide. So this is a particular UK and Ireland problem, and the whole reason for that is simply the trailers behind the vehicles. So we've done this research, we've looked at these trailers, we've looked at how they can be maintained to make them better. The research itself contains everything you need to know about trailer braking per se, so it's worth looking. But what's quite important is what we tried to develop was not just the safety angle but the business case. So if you destroy the tractors in the back of your the brakes in the back of your tractor, for example, you're talking about £2,000 to £3,000 worth of damage. And if you continue to use the same trailers, you will continue to do that damage year on year on year. Whereas the costs to actually maintain your trailer, your existing trailer, if it's got reasonable brakes, can be anything from nothing, just simple adjustment, to say some new brake pads, up to, if you really wanted to, you could upgrade the axles to new axles, for a couple of £1,000. But much better is to consider your buying policy really on trailers. Remember, a trailer will last something like 2 or 3 times the life of a tractor, so you need to future-proof it a little bit. And tractor speeds are going to increase, whether that's legal to use on the roads or not. Nevertheless, that will happen. So what you need to do is make sure that your trailer can actually brake at the same efficiency as your tractor. Right, so you're looking for something that's going to brake it with a braking efficiency of around 40 to 45%. So the simple answer really is for certainly users, the farmers, when they're buying a trailer, is to ask the manufacturer for evidence of testing. Can the manufacturer actually state quite clearly that he's tested his trailers and they give an adequate braking efficiency?
What are the HSE doing to ensure better safety measures for farm trailer users?
Right, well, what we're doing in terms of this information that came out of this research, we're looking to where we're revamping our guidance and reviewing our guidance, we're making it more clear that users should be asking more questions of their manufacturers and suppliers. We're providing information, working with the supply network to provide them information so that they can better inform their buyers and their salespeople. And we've also had meetings with the manufacturers to make them more aware of the legal requirements that they really must adhere to. But not just the legal requirements, but actually go a little bit beyond that in some cases, because the tractors are capable of going beyond legal speed limits, but they must be safe when they do so. We've also worked with the industry who are developing their own guidance on braking. and we've shared the results obviously with our colleagues in Vorsa who are responsible for enforcement on the road, so everybody's really aware of the issue now that needs to be. In terms of promoting it to farmers, we're looking at doing publicity articles, and we're also going to develop a scenario for our safety and health awareness days that we do around the country.
Thank you for your time, Tony.
Thank you.